Hey Neppers, it's me, Wild Neptune. I just woke up, I just saw this. I am a little bit sick right now, but that's okay because we have some big news, and that news is that the Wake Potential update is cancelled. So this video will be in a couple parts here. One talking about the cancellation, and then going forward and what else they can do. So this comes with an apology video, which is quite uncommon for Epic 7 and Smilegate. In fact, I don't recall this ever happening before in Epic 7. They go over a lot of things in the video, like they say they're sorry, they appreciate us, stuff like that. Nice things to say. They seem sincere enough, right? However, they do mention one very important thing, and that is that they are not going to pursue power increases or balancing around memory imprints in the future, which I think is the biggest thing because that's what a lot of people were concerned about this update. They also had a conversation prepared for us starting at the maintenance this week into a couple weeks after that, and it's a covenant selector for a 5-star covenant selector. If it's like past ones, it will not include the most recent heroes, and also 20 leaves. I think this is actually pretty good. I don't think they really had to do this. I think people would have been happy enough if they just canceled it and maybe just give like the 20 leaves or maybe like a slate or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, kudos to them for giving a pretty nice compensation here. Now, on how I feel about this, so I know some players just didn't want a system at all, and I'd rather them not make this system at all, like just cancel it, than release it in the way that they were going to. I do think, and I do stand by the fact that I think that Epic 7 needs some sort of a power increase, like universal one, for all heroes, regardless if they're good or not, just to make our heroes stronger, and for players to come back to the game, or to play the game more, and to grind a little bit more to do that. I think, again, the ways that maybe they were doing it, like maybe I think the rollout might have been too slow. I think that the time gating and issues like that were also a problem, especially where we already have other like time gated things like molas and things. But if anything, like a more wide scale update like this could have made it so that people actually play the game more and grinded more and stuff like that. And I think that would have been overall a good thing, because a way to increase power outside of simply grinding gear, because we all know how difficult getting good gear is in the game, that it could have been a interesting thing. And yes, am I going to be upset that I can't use Ravi now? I still probably, yeah, you know, I'm not really happy about that, but it's a small price to pay for this very, very large community win, I would say. Now, going forward, what does this mean for the game and for Epic 7? So the community obviously is very happy about this, and from what I gather, people, again, they liked some parts of it and disliked other parts of it. And some people hope that they continue like working on this system a little bit, of course, without the things that people don't like about it. Now, obviously, some people just don't want a system at all, and again, I think that a universal power increase for all characters, just increase their power outside of gear, would probably be a good thing overall for the game. Now, of course, Smilegate has spent money and planning on this update that they're just not going to do. Yes, they did have planning and stuff like that, even though it seems like because it's just so poorly received that they didn't have any, but they did. And they took probably a significant financial loss on this just by scrapping it, right? And whether we like it or not, this will come back to bite us on the back end eventually. That is just how it's going to be. And how this happens, I don't know. It will be able to like see like when it happens, I don't know, but it will happen. And we have to be, you know, at ease with this happening, in my opinion. You know, maybe like for a few months, maybe things will get a little bit harder, right? Maybe we'll have like an extra like limited hero we have to pull on. I don't know, right? Something like that will probably happen. because of this, and I think we do have to be ready for it. And also, like, don't forget too, when that does happen, that this also happened, right? Like, this is a huge win for the community. And also, again, a huge kudos to Smilegate for actually just pulling back on this and just canceling it, because that's also very, very big. Not a lot of companies would have done this. Now, if what else they could do for like heroes, now people just say bounce updates and stuff like that, but I do think that there is a slight fundamental difference between this like buff, quote unquote, and balance updates. It's that this power increase, which is a straight power increase across the board. Again, I do think they should have rolled it out for more heroes at the same time and made sure that they could do it for all heroes within like a year or something like that, right? But because they're like stat increases and stuff like that and other bonuses, that they could tweak it a little bit more for heroes that have specialized roles in like PvE or like other content and stuff like that, in order to make it easier for players to do like more of the PvE content, and kind of maybe like have ways to fast track them, especially newer players and mid game players do like the early mid game, like do their hunts, get their expo teams ready and stuff like that, so they get into farming like harder content, like say Rift, more Advent, and then also Smilegate could also introduce even harder PvE content too, because we will have this more universal power upgrade for all of our heroes. And yes, and then they could also do the regular balance patches also for like PvP, because let's be honest here, the balance patches are for PvP, and this is, I feel like a more universal power thing. So anyway, that's all I have today. I'm Wild Neptune. It's a pretty good one. Nep out.